Hi guys, this is a special video for all the ACCA students. So as most of you might have known, ACCA has launched their new study hub where all the subjects of ACCA, you have your study text, exam kit questions, chapter wise quizzes, highlighters, bookmarks, whatnot. You have everything that you need for passing your examinations have been included in the ACCA website. So in this video, I'll do a walkthrough of the new ACCA Study Hub and what kind of features, functionalities do you have, how to get the best advantage out of this particular platform and where to access it, and everything that you need to know will be covered in this video. So as you can see on your screen, we have the ACCA portal open, so accaglobal.com. So there are multiple ways to access the study hub. The most easiest one is directly going into your my ACCA. So as you can see right now, I'm on the accaglobal.com website. So you can go to the student section and you can select your study support resources page there, and you can select your ACCA qualification and any paper, whatever paper you are currently appearing for, you can click on that. For this, let me just say, let's say APM. So once you access that, if you scroll down, you'll be finding this new option in the first option in the learning and revision. So here in the learning and revision, the first option you see ACCA Study Hub. So let me just go back. Huh. So here you can see ACCA Study Hub Introduction. So you can click on that and you will be able to see, the basic introduction content about ACCA Study Hub, free online study content, full syllabus coverage, short quizzes will be there. You can use practice and revision questions. There are flashcards for your revision, which is again a very nice tool if you use it properly. So you have everything, and they also uploaded a video about what are the features and functionalities. You can go through that. If you scroll down, you can see the ACCA Study Hub is available now. You can access the Study Hub via your My ACCA account. Once logged into My ACCA, go to My Qualifications, then select your ACCA Study Hub, or you can alternatively, you can log in direct using your My ACCA credentials. I'll go to the login direct, just reducing a couple of steps, nothing more than that. Or else you can go through your regular login also. Let me see, I cannot use my credentials because since my account has been moved to member. So let me just quick. Okay, so let's log in with one of my old students account. All right, so we are in here. So this is the above section. You can see this is regarding some law English course, and this might not be relevant for us. So let me just close that out. So this is your introductory dashboard, you can call it, or the index page, or whatever you want to call it. So it will show your name on the top and which exam you are looking for. So if I just minimize this summary thing, you can see the list of papers and the windows there, right? So basically, if you are appearing for, let's say, FR, financial reporting, so you can just see financial reporting here, scroll down, FR here, financial reporting for exams September 2023 till June 2024. If you are appearing for, say, audit, alphabetical order, audit comes here. Yeah, audit and assurance for exams from September 23 till June 2024. So if you are appearing for AFM, APM, AAA, whatever paper, you can just click on that particular paper name, and let's say you are appearing for SBR, so I'll click on SBR. So you'll see that there is zero progress for this particular paper in Student Study Hub. You were not active earlier. If you are active, that means if you have already used the Study Hub, it will show you the date when you last access the Study Hub. Expiration date, there is no expiration date as of now, so do not worry. And you can see the breakdown. So there are total sections, 548 sections that are there for SBR. So sections could be topics for you to easily understand. 173 flashcards are there, 87 practice questions are there, 22 quizzes are there, and it is showing all zero completed. So once you start using the Study Hub and you start making progress, it will show you the percentage of progress that you have done or percentage of syllabus that you have completed. So let me just go through with APM for this, as we discussed earlier. So APM, you can see the same similar thing here, 350 sections, 76 flashcards, 75 past questions, 16 quizzes in total are there for APM. So all I need to do is just click on go to the exam here. So once I go to the exam, it does not take you to any exam page. It means access that particular paper resources, APM in this case. So let's open this up. All right, so you can see the terms and conditions. So I'll just accept it, agree. Okay, so welcome to the study hub, blah, blah, blah. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is your APM dashboard for ACCA Study Hub. So here on the left side of the screen, you can see chapters, flashcards, quizzes, practice questions, and you can use a search if you need to search for any particular topic or anything like that. So let's do one by one. So in the chapters is where you have all your study material, all your syllabus and content and everything like that. So if you see first, you have introductory pages where you have copyright about the material, different tables, professional skills that are tested, employability, technology skills, all that stuff, recap required from PM to APM, everything. And then after that, you have chapter 1, strategic management accounting, chapter 2, risk and uncertainty, chapter 3, chapter 4, so on, so further, chapter wise. So if I look at the first chapter, for example, for you to easily understand. So again, within the first chapter, you have topics here. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, 6, 7, so on, so further. And at the end of each chapter, you have a conclusion as well. So first chapter conclusion, second chapter conclusion, third chapter conclusion, like this. So every chapter you have a conclusion, which is a recap or summary of whatever you are going to study in that particular chapter. And then from each chapter, let's say 1.1 topic, you have subtopics here. You have 1.1.1, 1.1.2, so on, so further. These are the subtopics. So like this, you have the coverage for everything. Let's say I'll go to 1.5 chapter strategic models and let's see Porter's 5 forces. You know, your industry analysis, competitiveness of a particular industry. So if I look at Porter's 5 forces, if I click on that, so now you will be first launched into that particular topic. First exam advice will be there, whether this particular topic will be examinable or not, and what are the importance of this particular topic for the exam perspective and all that stuff. You should be familiar with Porter's 5 forces and BCG if you have already studied SBL. These models are for developing strategy, blah, 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 blah. So if I scroll down, you know, the five competitive forces that are described by Porter: competitive rivalry, threat of new entrants, blah, 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 blah. And then the definition of what is a strategic business unit, how pest analysis can be used, then example of what is a strategic business unit, one nice example is given, then threat of new entrants, what are the competitiveness and what are the factors to be considered, then power of buyers, power of suppliers, threat of substitutes, competitive rivalry. Then after this topic is done, if you scroll down, then you have an activity for Porter's 5 forces model. This is basically a question for you. Clean UP cleanup company provides factory cleaning services. It is considering strategic decision to set up industrial laundering in order to enter the market for cleaning industrial workwear in the country of EASLAND. So you are required to relate the following to the 5 force model. Based upon this information, please use the notes feature in the toolbar to help formulate your answer. So basically, this is your activity. So now let's say while going through this, you want to highlight some words. Okay, you are going through the material and you want to highlight some words. So on the right side top, you see section called as a toolbox. So here you have a calculator and all. So here highlight option is there and you can use the shortcut key Alt H. So if I use shortcut key Alt H and if I want to highlight this, I can highlight that. What's happening here? Okay, sorry, I had to do it the other way around. So first select it and then press Alt H. Okay, so you can see that this particular area is now highlighted. Similarly, let's say I want to highlight substitution of need. So I'll just select that and then I'll click Alt H, or else I can go and click here as well. Okay, so if I need to remove something, let's say number of competitors, I highlighted it from here. So now it is highlighted. If I want to remove it, so I'll just select it and click this eraser, remove highlight option. So that will be removed. So you have highlighters and remove highlights. So now you might be wondering, so what is the purpose of highlighting here? We'll talk about all those things later on. Just stick with me for now. So you can highlight whatever key important topics are there and you can access that. And you can click on the show button to see the answers as well, threat of entries, whatever you have. So activity, for each activity you can show the answer or hide the answer. Okay, and beside the highlight section, you also have an option to bookmark a particular topic. If you feel that this is important and you need to revise this, you can bookmark this particular section and you can refer back to this section later. Okay, so or else, now let's say for this particular area you want to write down a note. Let's say you missed this particular point number 4 you missed while framing your answer. So what you can do is you can go here, record a note on this section, click on that, and you can type whatever notes you want. Let's say this is the most um, important important areas for revision. So you want to keep that as a important areas for you to revise later on when you get back to your revision, and I'll click add. So this notes will be added to this particular section. We can always get back to this and we can see these things later on. I'll show you how to do that. So if I scroll down, then you have examples, then you have all these things here. So like this you can deal with each particular subtopic. Then you can move forward, you can move backward, go to the next topic, go to the previous topic, and all that stuff. Then now once you are done with a particular topic, let's say I'm done with where is mine, yeah, Porter's 5 forces. So now on the right side you have something called rate your confidence. Based on this particular topic, Porter's 5 forces, if you are highly confident, mark as high. If you are medium, you can mark medium. If you are not confident on this, you can mark low. So let's say I'm high confident on this, I'll continue to the next one. Generic strategies, cost leadership, and differentiation, product differentiation. So I'll say that I am highly confident on this, I'll click continue. Let's say BCG, I tend to forget this quadrant, so I'll mark it as medium. And external standards is just a theory topic, so I'll mark high, like this. So basically you'll just keep on moving, benchmarking, maybe let's say mark low, so continue, so on like this. You can keep your confidence levels for each topic. So what will happen because of this is later on all these things will be indexed based on your confidence levels. I'll show you what that is. So I assume you understood what is this chapter wise thing doing, right? So if I go back to my index, if I click here on the chapters, if I scroll down here, now you can see beside each chapter, you can see whether I marked it as high, medium, high, low, like this. Okay, so this means that later when I come back to my revision phase, I can quickly first go through the lows, then go through the mediums, and then keep my highs for the later, because I'm already highly confident on those areas. This is wonderful tool from uh, ACCA. I really love this particular study hub platform for these reasons. Now, if I want to navigate only on the basis of the confidence level, on the top you can see confidence levels. If I click here, you can see that 3 are marked as high confident, and again one is marked as low medium, and one is marked as low confidence levels. So this way you can again come back to low confidence levels, filter them, and then revise them, mark them as medium or mark them as high, so on and so further. Similarly, you have a notes section. Again, this is also you can see this is showing your notes that you have made, important areas for revision. There are very few high, whatever topic I typed there, that is visible. And here you can see from which topic this particular notes is marked as 1.5.3, and again this is again a hyperlink. So if I just click here, it will take me to that particular topic. So beautiful this is. So let me go back to notes section again, and here I can just click on this preview, the icon, icon here, and what it will do is it will open a small pop-up for me, and I'll still be in the notes section, but I can quickly go to that particular area and I can revise this. So beautiful, isn't it? Okay. And similarly, if I bookmarked any topics, I can see that here. Let me just do a couple of bookmarks for you to show. Let's say CSF, I'll bookmark this. I'll go back to chapters. I'll scroll down. Let's say I want uh, ERP systems. I'll bookmark this. I'll go back to chapters. So if I now come back to bookmark section, you can see what are the topics I have bookmarked. Again, the same thing. I can preview through a pop-up here without going away from the bookmark section. I can just preview this as a pop-up and I can refer that, close it. And if I'm done, I can remove this bookmark by clicking the delete button. As simple as that. Notes, if I want to edit, I can click here, make changes, whatever, click save, that will be saved automatically here. Again, delete it. So easy, right? Highlights, this is what I was talking about. So wherever you highlighted, In 1.5.3, I have highlighted these two words. I can just click this, preview this section, and it will take me directly to that particular thing. See, from again, this is arranged chapter wise. So let me just go back to my chapters, go to any particular topic. Um, let's select this and let's highlight this, highlighted. So if I come back to highlights, now you can see two highlights are there. Right. I think I did not highlight it. Let me just check that. Whatever, anything, man, fine. Let's click highlight. Yeah, now it is highlighted. So if I go back to highlights, so now you can see in chapter 1 I have two highlights, both in 1.5.3. In chapter 3 I have highlighted one. Let's go back to chapter 3 and highlight one more topic, something, let's say performance planning gap. So let's say this is highlighted. Let's go back to highlights now. So chapter 3, you can now see two highlights, one in 3.4.1 and the one is 3.5.4. So here what is highlighted is shown, here what is highlighted is shown, and I can click this I to just quickly go to the highlighted section. So nice, right? So this is about your study text, highlights, notes, bookmarks, confidence levels, and all that stuff. Now, if I scroll down, look at the last page. So, in each chapter, at the end, you have a conclusion section. So, this conclusion basically maps your syllabus areas of ACCA. I hope you all know that ACCA gives something called as syllabus, right? So at the beginning, the syllabus is not mapped with chapters of your Kaplan or BPP. If you remember, you were not able to map the topics from which particular section is covered in which particular chapter in BPP and all. No need to worry anything. Now at the end of each chapter, the syllabus coverage, which section, which topic, which subtopics of the syllabus are covered in this particular chapter is clearly mentioned by ACCA itself, right? So you don't need to worry whether you have missed any particular areas of the syllabus or anything like that. And now let's move on to the next topic, that is regarding your quizzes. See, at the end of each chapter conclusion, you have a summary and a quiz. So let me just show you the summary. You can see now the summary of this particular chapter, what you have learned in that, a small summary. You do not have an extensive summary here, just a small summary. And then you have a chapter 1 quiz here. So you can see 5 questions are there. And again, unfortunately, only these 5 questions will be repeated no matter how many times you take this quiz. So ACCA, I'm really assuming, I really hope ACCA will come up with more questions soon. But for now, each chapter you will have 5 MCQs. So let's start this quiz. So you can see here, there are multiple ways to answer your questions. A UK manufacturer exports to Venezuela. Instability in Venezuela currency relates to which element of SWOT analysis? So this could mean that, this is an external threat for us. So I can go here and click on this threats that would mark the answer, or else I can come down on, come to the right, and I can click on this D. However you feel comfortable, either click on this or click on this. Let's click confirm, so on so further. I do not want to just go through all the questions now. I'll just quickly mark some random things. Confirm. So you can see, out of 5 questions taken, average answer time, I took 7 seconds to answer. It seems not 7 seconds, 0.07 seconds. Okay, and average correct answer took me 17 seconds, the first question which I actually read. Average incorrect answer I marked in 0.01 seconds. So you can see that first 2 questions are correct and the rest of them are wrong. Fine, it doesn't matter because I haven't even read the question, but you can see. And now do not stop there. Each question, if you click it, you can again see that you have the preview to view the full question, and you also have a review option at the end. So if you click the review option, now you can see the correct answer is D. As an external factor, instability in the revenue would pose a threat. The explanation to this particular answer and the lesson connection. This is from chapter 1, section 5.1. And if in this particular area you are like, okay, let's go to the next question. Since this is correct, I'll ignore that. Okay, this is wrong answer for me. It is explaining me what is the correct answer and why it is the correct answer. And say chapter 1 section. Okay, at the right side, if you see related sections, learn more about this topic. So if I click that, it will directly open that relevant section for me, and I can quickly revise that and find out what wrong I made here, what mistake I made here. So beautiful, isn't it? Right? Again, so let's get back to the chapters. So that is about your quiz sections. Okay. And again, the next beautiful thing, technical articles are very important for your examinations, and ACCA technical articles earlier, they were all around the place. So if I go to ACCA APM technical articles, so earlier all the technical articles were listed like this, right? So you used to have one, two, three, so on so further, and like this you used to have it, and then you have to click on that, you have to find out which chapter this particular topic belongs to, and all that stuff. But now, along with each chapter, chapter 1 is done, scroll down, at the end you have technical articles related to that particular chapter. So you now have your technical articles mapped to your chapters. This is what we did at GlobalFinX. I hope my students will be able to figure that out. You have your spreadsheet dashboard where your chapters and your technical articles are connected to the chapters. So that ACCA has embedded into their study hub. So at the end of each chapter, now you have the relevant technical articles that you can click. And it also shows which particular, in which window that relevant content was announced first. This is announced in Feb 2023, so on so further. All right. So like this, you have now your study text, your quiz, your notes, your highlights, your flashcards. Flashcards, we are yet to see your bookmarks and your confidence levels marked. You have your quizzes, you have your technical articles, you have your syllabus mapping, everything done in one small place of study hub. Now let's move on to the next part of the study hub, that is your flashcards. So if I go to the flashcards now, so flashcards are basically just quick um, tools for you to recap. So now what is performance? So if I click that, just click on this performance, it will show you a task or operation seen in terms of how successfully it is performed. So did you get it right or did you get it wrong? If I get it right, yes. Okay. Control. So what is control? The process of ensuring that an entity's activity conform to its plan and that its objectives are achieved. Maybe I did not get it right, so I'll click no. Similarly, SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and strengths, opportunities and threats. SW, internal, opportunities and threats, external. So yeah, that is what it is. So I'll click yes. SBU, a part of your business where decisions are taken separately, part of your organization serving distinct external market or niche within blah 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 blah. Let's say partly I got it right. So why am I making this thing, sir? So if I get back to flashcards here, and if I go to filter, I can see correctness, whether let's say I want to see what are my incorrect ones. I'll click incorrect and I'll click update. Now I'll see only the incorrect ones here. Okay. So I can filter by my level of difficulties, or let's say I want to just see the unanswered ones. So I'll just click unanswered and click update. So now I'll see 72 unanswered are there. If I remove this filtered, now you can see 76. That means four flashcards I tried, and it will show you previous attempt whether I got it correct or wrong. Instead of going through like this one by one, if you would like to see the entire list, I can click this list button and you can see entire list of flashcards that are there in one shot. So there are total 76, and yes, you can take a printout of that as well. All right. Okay. See, when I click on the print, a PDF file has been sent out. So this is my PDF of all the APM flashcards. So like this, you can use your flashcards for your quick revision as well. So yeah, if you need to use the calculator, you have this toolbox. You can see the calculator. You can switch between formula sheet and calculator here. So formula sheet is basically not relevant for APM. You have a couple of formulas in APM hardly. For AFM and FM, FR, you can use the formula sheet as well. All right. So that is about this part. And okay. So now let's move on to the quiz section. So in the quiz section also, you have again the dashboard. You can make notes for each question. You can bookmark some questions. You can highlight some sections of the questions. You can get back to them and refer them. Let's say, see again, you can see chapter 1, chapter 2, so on, so further. All the quizzes you are able to see here, all the chapter wise. And you also have the reports where it will show you how many questions you have attempted, how many questions you have got correct. So you have 40% scored, and you have taken 5 questions. All the questions are taken on what particular date, average, everything. You will get all the all kinds of reports that you would like to see, and you can directly go to any chapter quiz and start it directly from here. So same thing again. Okay, again I got 40% correct, something with me and 40%. So again you can see chapter wise, you can see what how many questions you are getting and all. Yes, you can retest, reset this test and again start it. There's no problem. You can access it unlimited number of times. If you want to give the same quiz again, just go to the top right, you can see reset the test, click on that, confirm reset, and then again you can take the quiz. You can take the same quiz unlimited number of times, no problem. And while you are in the quiz, what you can do is, let me start a quiz. So here, let's say you are concerned about this particular quiz. You have your timers on the top again. So you are doubtful about this question and you want to revisit this later. So what you can do, again, you have this highlighter sections here. So you can select this and you can highlight this. You can remove the highlights. Same things. Again, you can access your calculator and all. So you can mark like this a particular highlight, and later you can yeah, pause quiz. So later what you can do, you can go to this highlight section, go back to quizzes, go to the highlight section. Okay, since I did not save it, it is not shown here, but if I saved that, it would have come here, just like we did with the chapters. Same thing, bookmarks, same thing with notes and all that stuff. Okay. Okay, and also you have another option here, reset all the quizzes at once. So if I come to the quizzes dashboard, I can reset all my quizzes at one shot and I can again revisit them. So this is about the quizzes part. Now coming to the practice part. So practice is where you have your uh, exam kit. This is basically your practice kit or exam kit that you are using in Kaplan or BPP. So if you look here, so you have chapter 4, drinks group question is there. Exam format revision questions, you have 20 questions that are similar to exam format ones, which are not chapter wise. But if you scroll down, you can see chapter wise questions. From chapter 8, you have Quark Healthcare. From chapter 6, you have Daldron. Like this, you can click on that, start practice. You have the information here, you have the exhibits here, you have your tables, you have everything, you have the requirements, you can plan your answer. So you can write like this, whatever answer you want, you can just plan it. Okay, I think I just clicked something. All right, let me just go back to plan. Yeah. Okay, and once I'm done, I can click confirm. So this will be there. And now what will happen is, once I click on confirm, you can see on the top review answer is enabled. So if I disable that, okay, let me just, okay, so now you can see it took me 8 seconds. If I click this again, I can see the preview of the full question. If I click on review, now what will happen is, along with the answer that I have given, see, this is my answer, your answer, and assessment, what is the actual answer that is suggested by ACCA, you can see here. And also it will show you the marks. So for the first part, performance measures, you have 9 marks. And for the second part, pricing decisions, you have 4 marks. And how these 4 marks are allocated is clearly mentioned here. So the examination mark wise breakup is also given. And professional marks, what are the professional skills tested, how many marks for this, everything you need is here, my dear friends. Everything you need is here, right? So again, you have your notes section, bookmarks, highlights, again separated out for the questions. So you have your notes, bookmarks, and highlights from chapters, from flashcards, from quizzes, from practice. Everywhere you have separated out your notes, bookmarks, and highlights. All right. And let's say I want to search something. I want to go directly to zero based budgeting topic. I'll click search here. So now you can see there is one section on zero based budgeting, one summary and quiz, and there is one question where zero based budgeting is used. So now you can also filter out by a topic which questions are there. Let's say BCG matrix. I'll click search. So now you can see BCG matrix related, what are the sections that are there, what are the chapters that are there, summary and quiz. In written on capital employed also BCG is used, it seems. So different things. Let's say balanced scorecard, and let's search for that. So you can see balanced scorecard philosophy, the topics, sections, syllabus coverage, questions. Again, another sections where balanced scorecard is repeated or referred to. Then another exam format revision question, chapter 15 related. I can click on that, click start practice, and directly I'll be taken to that question. So if I scroll down, you can see the balanced scorecard approach is tested for 12 marks here. So like this, basically we can review and everything. You have your practice sections. So exam format questions, chapter wise questions, everything you have here. Okay. So these are the features and functionalities of your ACCA Study Hub. And you also have your notifications. If any new updates come from ACCA, you can see that in the notifications section, no messages to display. And here you have your sync status, when everything is synced or not. If you are accessing it on multiple devices, you need to sync it. So that will be automatically taken care of. You do not need to worry. And if you want to know the shortcut keys, you can click on keyboard shortcuts, and these are the ones that are used here for your study hub. These are the list of shortcuts for you to understand. So if you want to italic something, control I, bold, control B, strike through, control shift B, underline, control U, like this. You can just use these shortcut keys for your reference. So I assume you understood in and out about everything on the ACCA Study Hub. So this has been a very lengthy video, but I assume that this is very helpful for all of you. One more thing I would like to tell you guys is that while accessing your quizzes, okay, so while you are giving any quiz, if you think that an answer is wrongly given by ACCA, so let's say this is threats, but if you think that ACCA has wrongly given the answer, you have an option here at the bottom, basically where you have the report content errors. This is there everywhere. You can click on this, and what you can select whether there is a typing mistake or something is missing, or math is not showing up, something is incorrect, general feedback, incorrect answer, wrong explanation, some translation error when translating to other languages, any type of issue that you find here. So you can just give it there. You can give your feedback and you can click submit. It will be submitted to ACCA. I don't think this will be useful for you mostly, but in case if you find anything wrong while going through your study hub, if you find any mistakes or typing mistakes or anything like that, please feel free to report that issue to ACCA. Even in your study text also, even when you are studying something, if you think there is something wrong here, you can report and the same thing will be there. So ACCA is following the feedback that they teach, which is very nice to see, right? All right then. So that is my discussion on the ACCA Study Hub. I assume it's relevant for you all and it is very useful for you. So good luck for your preparation. Feel free to contact me in case if you need anything. I'll be available on Academy WhatsApp number 832-8080-730. Let me just show you on the notepad here. So in case you would like to contact me, I'll be available on WhatsApp on +91-832-8080-730, or you can email your doubts or anything like that on manikanta@globalfinx.in. All right. Or you can ping me on Telegram as well at global_fin_x. So these are your contact details in case if you need to get in touch with us. All right. So good luck for your preparation. All the best. I'll see you soon. Thank you for sticking with us. Take care. Bye bye.